Welcome to the Walkabout for the ITM New Zealand Sail Grand Prix here in Auckland. Well, there's still plenty to debrief from Perth and there's a lot getting ready to happen this weekend. So let's dive on in and chat to some of the drivers and see how they're feeling. Pete, so good to be back in Auckland. How pumped are you to race in front of home fans this weekend?
Yeah, it's so good to be home. Looking out there, we're a little glad the racing isn't this weekend. I think it'd be the nicest for the spectators, considering you can barely see the other side of the harbour. But looking at tomorrow, the windy sou'wester, blue skies will be absolutely epic, and seeing 13 boats reaching into the grandstand, it's going to be pretty special. And as a team, we've been working super hard on just making sure our prep's as good as it can be, and the boat's ready to go now, so it's all shaping up well.
Yes, what's the process been like? Have you been on the phone to SailGP Technologies every day saying, how's it going?
Well, not me personally, but our short team's been doing an amazing job collaborating with SailGP, and I think we've got so much trust now for that shared service from the tech team as a whole when we get on site, but also SailGP Technologies sitting in the background. Super impressive to see how quickly they managed to rebuild the stern from scratch and ship it out here to meet the boat. So it's been a pretty impressive turnaround.
It's obviously been a tough call for you from the umpires. You've agreed to sort of disagree with it. I guess you kind of touched on it in the press conference, but as a driver and I guess with the other drivers, how much is, you trusting everybody else out there to get around a racetrack, which is going to be so tight this weekend?
Yeah, well, I think that's a key thing with our sport, right, is we all work together to keep the boats apart. There's certain times where you can't do things and you're relying on the other people, and that's part of the rules of sailing. So that for us, if you look back at the history of things, in the New York final, we were in Switzerland's exact position, avoid the collision down, green flag. It's something that we need to get more consistent with the umpires. We need to understand where the rules are, but we need to also work together to keep the boats apart. And for me, probably the only fair thing from my point of view out of the situation is we both walked away from the weekend with exactly the same points. We're both back on the start line ready to fight again this weekend.
Yeah, and I heard you got demerit points. There's this new system in place, so that doesn't seem very fair for you either.
Yeah, but if you're deemed in the wrong, you're going to get the demerit points. That's probably the logical thing. I still haven't fully got my head around the new system with the licensing, but I think it's a really good part of our sport. It just shows the sport's maturing. Just like F1 or any other sport where people, if they get deemed in the wrong, you face consequences for that. So, it's going to be something that has to continue to evolve over time, and I think it's a really good step.
Now, I know you've got to get media and you've got to get on the water. Final question. You said southwesterly, so that's opposite to the direction that we had last year. What can we expect on the race course?
Yeah, well, here on this race course, there's quite a big difference if it's southerly or southwest. So, we're definitely hoping it's more the southwest side of the forecast. It gives us a little more space. Southerly is pretty much dead straight across the harbour, so that's the shortest kind of course options we have available. But I think the good thing is we still have a nice big starting area, a nice long reach to split everyone apart, and then it'll be quite shifty and windy. What you can expect is it'll be super shifty. And big puffs, big gains and losses, and lots of action on the racecourse. So it'll be awesome for the spectators.
Well, big smile on your face. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Pete, and good luck out there today.
Thank you.
Well, huge news from Rockwool Racing this morning. Nikolai, tell everyone what you just announced.
Yeah, massive news and a great day for us. We just announced that American Magic has bought the team and coming in and supporting the team. And it's a big day for us. And we now have the two best partners in the sailing industry, with Rockwool as continuing as a sponsor and American Magic owning the team. It's a fantastic day for us.
And what does American Magic, bring to the team? They've got a long history in sailing and a lot of professionalism across sport.
Well, American Magic brings a lot. They have a fantastic track record. They have a great setup. But the most important thing that they bring is good people. It's good people all around. All the way from Dr. Voss to Mike Kesa to Terry to all. It's just a group of good people. And when you want to perform in these sort of environments that we're in, where it's cutthroat racing every day, you need the best people around you that you can trust, but you can work with, and then they're going to give you a high level of confidence, but also skill. So that's the big thing for me is suddenly the people that comes in, is you feel like you're getting pushed forward now, and it's an amazing feeling.
And you've also brought a new coach in, I heard.
We also have Coach James. I've obviously worked with him, same with Terry as well when we've done other sailing together, and he's a fantastic sailor, but also a fantastic coach. I think he won more world championships than the rest of us combined, probably, as a coach. So many great assets and resources coming into the team, and we just got to now make sure we utilize them in the best way possible. And And again, also I can't thank Rockwool enough for sticking with us. That's amazing. It's such a long partnership, and that continuing until 2032. We're in a really lucky situation. Now we've got to go make the most of it.
Yeah, it's amazing to see, and obviously you'll still be wearing the Danish flag proudly. You've built this team from the very beginning. How cool of a moment is for you, I guess, as a driver and a leader of the team to kind of get to this point?
Oh, it's really, really cool. I mean, you almost got to pinch yourself once in a while, but yeah, I think it's built the pressure, which I also enjoy. That pressure, you really need to pay these people back. I mean, you need to pay Rockwool for all that belief and support, and now with American Magic, that belief and support, you just feel like you want to make sure you repay them every day, and you represent them in the best possible way. It's not just results, but also how we behave and how we, showcase ourselves to the world. There's a lot of good stuff that we need to, remember and remind ourselves. So, yeah, we have a great time and we're enjoying it a lot, but we're also fully aware of the privilege that we have, and we need to make sure that we honor that and pay that back every day.
All right, now let's talk about the sailing. Now
Okay.
we've got the business part done. Sailing in Auckland is absolutely epic. The forecast is looking pretty incredible, and the weather forecaster said it could even get a speed record this weekend. So you're rubbing your hands together, getting pumped?
Well, we tend to take the speed records, maybe not always in control, but we go for it. That's probably our DNA. So, yeah, we love big breeze. Maybe right now we're not performing in big breeze, but we still love it. And I think that's the first step to performing in it, that you got to enjoy it and embrace it. And we go out tomorrow with that still, smile on our face when there's 30 knots. We just enjoy it. And, we'll push hard. And obviously we have to be smart because there's only a week of turnaround between here and Sydney. And I think we're the one that got done the hardest last season by kissing a mark with 50 mil and took us out of the whole season. So we learned our lessons and we keep that in the back of our heads, but we also enjoy this stuff, and it's really hard not to push beyond your skills when the gun goes tomorrow in the first race. And yeah, you'll see the Rockwool flying.
Awesome. And I mean, the race course is super small. The wind will be absolutely firing. It'll be gusty. It'll be shifty. How, I guess, intense is that going to be as a racer?
It's super intense because in the back of your head, you always remind yourself, keep the boat in one piece, keep the crew in one piece. I mean, there's more races, there's a long season, so you try not to just go all in and just take every opportunity you get. You try to be smart. So it's quite stressful managing that. But at the same time, if you don't push hard, you won't be in top 5 because the other teams will push really, really hard. So I don't know, it's hard to describe where you are in your mind. It's probably also defines whether you have a good or bad days, where your mindset are on the day. I tend to go well in this stuff when I just don't care and just go hard. So finding that balance is pretty important, and I'll try to get that right with the coaching and group tomorrow morning and the team, and come out with the right sort of tempo and the right sort of, I'd say, energy to make sure it's a good day, but not a too good day.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for chatting, and good luck over the weekend.
Thanks, Lisa.
Well, I'm here with Taylor Canfield. Taylor, you got to stay on shore today. That doesn't seem very fair.
It's not, truthfully. Really sad. Looking out here, it looks like amazing wind conditions. Little rain, but again, we've all sailed in the rain before, so sad. But we're going to spend our day, prepping for tomorrow and make sure we show up our best.
And I guess as a sailor, you have lots of experience just dealing with the unknowns, like the weather holding you ashore. I guess, how do you prepare as an athlete and within the team and with the tools that you've got available?
Yeah, something I've been personally working on is how to then move on, right? And just accept that things are out of your control. And so yeah, here we are, and this is out of my control, and I'm, big smile. But yeah, I mean, SailGP and our team, we have so many great just assets to go through and to utilize today to make sure that we're prepped for tomorrow. Big breeze, and we're going to dig through every file to make sure that we're, prepared for those moments on the racetrack tomorrow.
Now, you had a great event in Perth. I know that the second day wasn't as good as you would have hoped, but how much do I guess those hard days also teach you so much?
Absolutely. We're pleased with the performance in Perth for sure. It's a big step for the team in the breezier conditions, and we clearly still have another step to take. But overall, I think what Sunday did for us, the starting was, if you will, not so great, and I'll put my hand up for that. But that has helped us now develop a new plan for what we're going to do, pre-race to go and get all the homework done and make sure that we're prepared for, every single start. So, changed our process, and we're feeling good about it.
Now, it's going to be a very tight race course here in Auckland. I guess with big breeze, it was already going to be small. How much do you thrive on those sort of intense, close boat-on-boat situations as a sailor?
Yeah, I love it. I'm a match racer at heart, so I've always been racing, tight with other boats. But it's going to be full on. As we saw in some breezy conditions in Perth, there's a lot of near misses, a lot of near, wipeouts, and so it's going to be about keeping your composure in certain moments and then pushing in certain moments, and that's a very fine line between the two. So yeah, we're excited, but again, I think that. We're going to go push. That's going to be the name of the game tomorrow.
Well, sounds good. I can't wait to watch. I hope you really enjoy the racing and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Seb, well, you've been hanging out here in Auckland for a little bit. Well, it's a little bit different this weekend to what we saw last season, but what are you expecting ahead of the weekend?
I think it's just going to be fantastic. Probably the best event to watch, and hopefully also the best event to compete in. But we're looking forward. Should be a nice wind direction, plenty of action, some shifts, so some overtakes as well. So we have an extra day now to prepare it because we're not sailing today, so we're really going to try and prepare the best we can.
Yeah, how do you prepare when you don't get to go train out on the water?
Yeah, well, we try to anticipate what's going to happen, try to look at the race course that we already got from Mel, the race committee, and try to predict what will be the winning lanes. And then we also have some great tools now with the simulators to try and simulate what will happen on the water. And then I think as a team, it's important for us to do some activity as well and not be all day behind the computer. So we'll try to have a nice little activity as a team and be ready for tomorrow.
Now, obviously, it was a pretty scary crash in Perth, and I'm sure you're sick of talking about it. But, I mean, for your team, how much you just have to look forward and kind of put that in the past? Or is that something that you just learn from and know that that situation may present itself again?
Yeah, I mean, I think this situation might present itself in every races. With 13 boats and a small race course, it's going to happen. So I think for sure we wanted to learn as much as possible out of it. And I think we see it as well as an opportunity as a team. It really destroyed us after that incident, but then we came back together really strong. And I think, we can't wait to go sailing again together and put on a good show.
Now, you just mentioned that you've brought a new coach in. Can you tell us who that is?
Yeah, Jan is someone we know really well. We worked together a few years now, and he's been following us on our Olympic journey. And now we bring him, in the SailGP world. It's his first time, so it's full of great ideas, a bit of out-of-the-box ideas, which is nice. There's a bit of freshness there, and he's extremely experienced, and he knows me and the team really well. So I think that's the main thing.
And the coach has quite high pressure compared to traditional sailing where you can only talk to them when you get back to shore. Now, I guess they're an extra member in the team that can talk to you in real time.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, we already have an amazing coach with Javi, who's been following us the last season and a half. But Jan is really coming there as an advisor in addition to that. So, it's just good to have this opportunity.
Well, awesome. Well, good luck preparing from onshore today.
Thank you.
Thanks, Seb. Here with the driver of the Spanish team, Diego. You guys must have been just crossing your fingers the last couple of weeks, but it's looking good.
Yeah, it looks good now. I mean, we won't be sure until we test the boat today, and obviously the weekend conditions look a bit fresh. And I hope everything goes well in terms of kit.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit stressful anyway, testing a boat, but then throw in the weather, and it's just, the repair was just so complex.
Yeah, it was a massive one. The tech team has done an amazing job, and also our short team. They've been working so hard the last days to get us in the water today and have the chance of testing the boat before racing on the weekend.
Now, you kind of touched on it. The weekend's looking pretty gnarly. How epic is this course going to be? It's so short, 13 boats. Just give us an idea of how hectic the racing might be.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of in the limit. I think we've never seen such a small course with 13 boats and so much wind, no? So we'll see. We have to sail it. This is what is thrown at us, and we're going to handle it the best way possible.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and good luck out there today.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's it for the walkabout. All the sailors have headed off for their final preparations. A few of them heading out on the water to do their final checks. But as you heard, it's going to be a pretty wild weekend of racing here in Auckland. I can't wait.